Hi everyone, Ron Crider reporting for duty. It's July the 13th. It's Monday, day 119. So hard to believe. 119 days we've been living with this pandemic. Yesterday it was about the worst day ever so far. Sorry about that. Also, sorry about the misspelling of the worst day ever on the top of the video yesterday. It's dyslexia showing up every once in a while. I've had it all my life. If I'm not careful, it just shows up. Headlines in the news today. Florida reported 15,300 new COVID-19 cases yesterday, shattering the state and U.S. record for a single day for cases. I'm going to have a little bit more information about that coming up. And don't forget, I do this every day. I do this about 11 o'clock in the morning when I finally get the numbers. As you can see, it's 9:09 right now when I'm recording this particular segment, but then I kind of put them all together. So if you're looking at this at 9 o'clock in the morning tomorrow morning, on Tuesday morning, you will be seeing today's report because I don't get today's numbers until about 11. I won't put them up until about 1. And then I also say every day at this time, don't be a COVIDiot. I'm going to say this every day because it's very important for you not to forget to don't be a COVIDiot. Always, always, always wear your mask and social distance. It's so important. And I have to tell you, look at the numbers. The numbers are going up. Yeah, I know we're testing more. We can debate this 1,000 different ways. I can give you at least 1,500 different renditions of the numbers every day. And it depends on whether I want to make them look or whether I want to make whether they look good or whether they look bad. It all depends on what slant you put on it. I don't want to put any slant on it. I'm just trying to give you all the right information and the best news I possibly can give you. So anyway, regardless of what I say, as you can tell, it's still not great and we still have problems and old people like me are dying as a result of this. Fortunately, I don't have any underlying health issues, so I'm in pretty good shape. Alrighty, folks? Don't forget to push the like button. Don't forget to push the like button. That's the most important thing. There's somebody giving me a call. I can't believe it. Let me alone. Please let me finish this, okay? Push the like button. Thank you so much. That's the gasoline that keeps this engine going. Shout-outs today. Yes, I'm going to do shout-outs to Linda, Phyllis, Ellen, Rosemary, and Hawley, and thank you. She's probably one of my most faithful watchers. Clearly, she must not have a life. I'm sorry about that. Billy Moss, best restaurant guy in Vero Beach. Restaurant guy, doesn't own any restaurants, but he's put on dozens and dozens of restaurants together, found restaurants, sold restaurants, moved restaurants. Billy Moss, the best restaurant man on the Treasure Coast. And then in Miami, it's Miami Tony and daughter Lisa Brown down in Stewart. Watches sometimes, every once in a while. And thank you so much for all of you for watching the videos. I do appreciate it. Coming up now, the Treasure Coast weather. 20% chance of rain today, a mix of clouds and sun. A stray shower or thunderstorm is possible. High 93 degrees today. Winds southwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour. The weather report is the same just about every day. It all has to do with about how much rain are we going to get. Are we going to get it in the morning or the afternoon? And then tonight, 10% chance of rain, mostly clear, low around 75 degrees, wind southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And that's it. That's the weather for the Treasure Coast. Treasure Coast, what is the Treasure Coast? Stewart, Fort Pierce, Vero Beach, Martin, St. Lucie, and Indian River counties. In case I forgot to tell you here, these reports are for the east coast of Florida, from Miami up the east coast, up to Melbourne, and then from Melbourne across over to Orlando. Why are the numbers so high? Central Floridians, repeated lengthy delays getting their test results may be part of it. The relatively high number of tests announced on Sunday suggests that some of the pending tests may have cleared the backlog and been processed, therefore running up the Sunday test results. Sunday test results were like 99,000. It was a huge number. And I say this to you every day about these test results. You know, when I say tested in the past 24 hours, I really should say reported in the last 24 hours. But they could be reported for weeks ago. It's just how many were reported when they do it in the past 24 hours. Hey, how about this? President Trump wore a mask during a visit to a military hospital on Saturday. It's the first time the president has been seen public with that type of face covering. Yep, he doesn't wear it. Nope, he's too vain. You know what? I can say that if I want to because I'm a president. I support every president. Even supported Obama. Yeah, I do. But I think he's a little bit vain. He just didn't want to put that mask on and look like the rest of us and look silly. So we've just seen the cases skyrocket. We can turn this thing around in 2 to 3 weeks if we can get critical mass of people to wear face coverings, practicing at least 6 feet of social distancing, and doing the right thing, and you know exactly what that is. We could actually do this if everybody did that and they worked at it very carefully. You know, I said that here at the beginning, and I said that about being a COVIDiot, but let's face it, we got to do something about this. South Florida, home to 29% of Florida's population, accounts for about 43% of the cases with 115,487 total. That includes 6,519 new cases reported on Sunday among Dade County, 64,444, Broward, 30,025, and Palm Beach County, 21,018. So what I'm saying is that number I just gave you of 115,487 was for Dade, Broward, and Palm Beach counties. Alrighty, folks, let's jump right into the numbers back in a flash, and I'll have a little bit of positive quotes at the end here, and I'll also have a couple of dogs, little doggies, for the pet patrol today. Yep, some nice little dogs. Back in a flash. Alrighty, folks, back in a flash. Ron Crider here for July the 13th, and here are the numbers for today. Let's take a look at what we got. It's not as bad as it was yesterday, but it could be maybe maybe the second worst day. Take a look at this. 12,624 new positives for the entire state. So we'll take a look at line 80 for the entire state. We did 65,800 new tests were reported. 12,624 new positives for the entire state. 227 new hospitalizations. ICU beds available, 1,138. There were 906 yesterday, so we have more beds than yesterday, obviously. 35 new deaths to report for the entire state. The state positive to testing number is 10.69. However, if you look at it from a daily standpoint, it's 19.19. That's on a daily. That's the amount of tests that came in versus the amount of people who were tested. The difference between yesterday and today, 19.9. Huge number. You want to see what the number was before that? Yesterday, it was 15.45, and back in June the 1st, it was 5.62. Clearly, we're going in the wrong direction, obviously, right? All righty, here is Indian River County. 618 new cases were tested, 74 new positives, 2 new hospitalizations. There are 11 ICU beds available, 9 yesterday. And there is one new death to report for Indian River County. That's Vero Beach. 6.45 is the positive versus testing score. By the way, for zip codes, 32960, Vero Beach proper, 22 new positives, and 32963, the Barrier Island. There were 5 new positives to report in the past 24 hours. Okay, let's take a look at Dade County. This is our problem child. That's where Miami is. So the new positives down there, 3,269, 17 new hospitalizations. There are 124 new ICU beds available, 115 yesterday. So we've come up by almost 10, and there are 4 deaths to report in the Miami area. Their number is 15.60 for testings. Now let's take a look at Broward County. That's Fort Lauderdale. New tests, 7,034. New positives, 1,459. New hospitalizations, 15. They have 60 beds today. Yesterday, they had 61 ICU beds available, and there are no new deaths to report for Broward County. Their positive versus testing is 11.36. Up in the Palm Beach County area, they tested 4,027 in the past 24 hours. New positives, 788. 11 new hospitalizations, 107 ICU beds available. Yesterday, there were 115. 5 new deaths to report. Their number is 11.59. Now in Martin County is Stewart. 519 new testings in the past 24 hours, 130 new positives, no new hospitalizations. That's a very good thing. Still have the same 27 beds available in the ICU between yesterday and today. Yesterday was 27, today 27, and no new deaths to report. Their number is 14.0. That's Martin County. St. Lucie County is Fort Pierce, 1,186 new testings in the past 24 hours, 199 new positives, 2 new hospitalizations. They have 5 ICU beds available. They had 8 yesterday, not very many, getting very, very squeaky down there, and 2 new deaths to report. The number is 10.40. Let's move up to Brevard County. In Brevard County, they tested 16 in the past 24 hours. New positive, 141. New hospitalizations, 8. They have 41 ICU beds available, up a little bit from yesterday's 39. No new deaths to report in Brevard County. Their number is 5.75. Always a good low number out there. Alrighty, let's take a look at Orange County now. Orange County is Orlando. They tested 4,749 new cases in the past 24 hours, new testings. The new positives up there were 936. 11 hospitalizations, new hospitalizations. Their ICU beds are up to 101 from 92 yesterday, and they reported 3 deaths up there, and their number is 10.23. So that's pretty much what the case is. As you can see here, we can take a look at these numbers. I have to make this one size smaller. So one thing we can show you here is that in case of the new positives, there are 55% of the new positives are in the East Coast over here in these yellow counties, as I'm pointing out on the left-hand side with my cursor. 29% of the new hospitalizations are over here, and 42% of the deaths that were reported are over there. So the rest of that, those other numbers are all coming from the balance of the state of Florida. So not particularly good information, but any day we report this, we want it to go away completely. We don't have to keep doing this. Sorry about that. So let's go take a look at the U.S. and national figures. I'm going to show you one little thing here. When I report this 10.7 number, the 10.7 number, that's a number that the state of Florida likes to use. They say, well, our positive to testing rate is only 10.7, and that is this positive number here, 2,642,613, into the positive rate of 282,435. Fine, it's a low number, and it doesn't sound too bad, although it was down below 5. They said if we got over 5, we'd be in big trouble. But that's not necessarily the real picture, because this 10.7 is since we started doing this. The number I gave you today, which was 19 something up there, that's what it really is between what was tested today and what tested positive. So just so you get that straight, this is a good number. It makes everybody feel good. 10.7 isn't such a bad number, but it's a lot worse than it looks. So please rely on, you want to look at that number of what are the testings today versus the positives today. There's another little deception we're seeing here. It's for real. There's nothing wrong with it. The numbers aren't wrong, but this is the past 6 weeks of the testing, and unfortunately, as you can see, the highest peak they have is 11.96, but that was on June the 28th. Then the next reporting day is July the 5th, and it doesn't show all this bad stuff that has happened recently. So don't be fooled when you go here and say, oh, that doesn't look too bad. It looks like it's beginning to come down. I bet you that's beginning to go up, unfortunately. Sorry about that. I just wanted to point that out. I don't mean to suggest that the state of Florida's COVID-19 data surveillance dashboard is bad. It's just a little deceptive. Okay, here are the real numbers for the United States. The U.S. cases, 3,327,338. Those are the U.S. cases. The USA deaths, 135,295. The global cases, 12,977,429. And the global deaths, 570,259. That's it, folks. Sorry about that. Those are the numbers, and that's where they are. I can only report what I have. You people get a little impatient with me because it's right now it's about 1:30 in the afternoon, and I'm just beginning to get this finished up. But it does take me a little bit of time, and actually, I have a couple of other things I have to do with my life. Believe it or not, I apologize. This should be up by 2 o'clock today, and I'm doing the best I can with what I got. Have a great day. Comes my positive thoughts here. Flash. Alrighty, here we go with today's quotes for the day. It is July the 13th. It's Monday. Some of them are good. Some of them are kind of dubious. There are 3 faithful friends: an old wife, an old dog, and ready money. Ready money. Benjamin Franklin said that. There are 3 faithful friends, an old wife, an old dog, and ready money. Got it? Ben Franklin. It takes many good deeds to build a good reputation, and only one to lose it. It takes many good deeds to build a good reputation, and only one bad deed to lose it. No question about that. You make one big mistake and nobody's ever going to forget it. It doesn't make any difference if you did 1,000 terrific things. Benjamin Franklin said that as well. Don't forget, they extended the Hallmark Movies and Mysteries Christmas until July the 19th, so you have a little bit more time to go there. Alrighty, so here's some pictures. Here's a picture of Molly. This is another really great dog. This is Rich Bolton's best friends. Here's a couple of pictures of Rich Bolton's best friends. And who is Rich Bolton? Friend of mine from York Country Day School. We were in 9th grade together, 8th and 9th grade, maybe 10th grade in York, Pennsylvania. Rich Bolton, a very nice guy. His dad was a dentist, and we did a lot of things together in a very small school. So he lives up in Maryland somewhere, and these are his fine little animals. And you know what I say every day? Please, please, please send me pictures of your pets. No snakes, no. But send me pictures of your snakes to roncrider@gmail.com. And then never be a part of the problem. Always be a part of the solution. Never be a part of the problem. Always be a part of the solution. Please push the like button. Yep, need to get those likes. Getting good likes, and you guys are being exceptionally obedient. You have a very blessed Monday, and I'll see you again tomorrow.